Hey guys, oh, this still says watch along. Hey guys, welcome to our review of Kamen Rider Build, episode 49. I'm your host, Frozen Stratos. Here with me today we have
Cinder Blaze.
And Makotoa.
Boys, welcome back to Toku Week, day 2, where we talk about the final episode of Build. Say something, because I can't say words.
There was even though they didn't handle Evolved as well as I wish they did, the finale of the season, like the final 5 minutes or so, it's made me so dang happy that I don't give a crap.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I honestly, I'll miss everyone from the original world, but just having Banjo there to
it was
at least
getting
anchor.
depressing.
I know.
It was getting depressing. Like the way that nobody knew him. Like Misawa was just a little bit, but it was actually just a pun for like his band apparently.
Misora?
But then seeing
you said
Banjo.
Misawa, like you merged Misora and Sawa together.
yeah. I don't know who the hell you're talking about.
Never mind.
Honestly, like, you brought a really good point. The second that Banjo showed up, it lifted, like, everyone's mood.
Everything.
Yeah.
Like, that was the one thing we needed the most. Just Banjo.
Yeah.
Sento can't be alone in this world without his Banjo.
It's like you had to have something, and that was all you needed. Like, that's good. And you know, you got to see Potato Farmer with his friends again.
Yeah, and like he's not even the one that has to work in like a factory. That's Starscream now.
Yeah,
they're like A-okay.
Yeah, you know,
everyone's okay.
A legitimate joke came from that too, and I was pleased.
Well, I'm surprised we didn't see the rest of Nanba's children, like the children made up by Kaiser. I expect to see them in the factory.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad we didn't. I'm glad we didn't.
Why?
I'm just like getting to see all of the parallels, like from the first few episodes, like Sawa going up to Gentoku, and then like actually having a cordial exchange. That was really neat to see. Like all of like they made sure to pay homage to their own show. It feels so long ago because we've gone on such a journey. And it's nice to sort of relive those moments in a new setting.
Yeah.
There's the small touches too. The small touches, like how what's his face's coffee was actually good because it's him making it. It's not evil.
Yeah, I didn't put that together as like the reason until, you know, right then, but it makes so much sense because why would an alien know how to make coffee?
Exactly.
Yeah, and I love like the whole tension they put in that one scene because like everyone was like expecting that to be like awful, you know?
Yeah.
Just like,
yeah.
What? Wait, what? Why is that?
And like even those beats of those very depressing beats of like, hey, this world isn't as you remembered. Even Katsuragi disappeared on him.
Yeah.
They still managed to weave in some funny moments just so that you wouldn't, you know, break down completely. And it was... I felt like maybe there was a bit of tonal whiplash there, because I was sort of feeling the moment and then, like, funny. But, you know, it's what this show is. It's what this show's been doing, and man, I love it. And so I feel like the universe reset sort of trope, like, that could be handled so poorly. I feel like the worst I've seen it is Power Rangers Dino Charge, But here, it's so... I feel like this is the best way to execute it. Because you don't necessarily forget everything you've been through.
Yeah.
After you've reset it.
Yeah.
Like, as the audience, you can pretend those parallels to the original world exist. But for the show to actually tell you that they exist, like the parallels to the previous universe, it feels like they remembered. It feels like they remembered their own show, and it's not that hard. You can do, like...
We put it into 49 episodes.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
And
like,
then they start recapping the show. And then now I want that show of them just talking about the scripts.
Yeah, but that's our show. Every episode at the start,
yeah,
it was them talking, and so you could you could go back and rewatch it with a whole new lens.
Kind of, because how would evil suddenly appear in the intros? There's some funky stuff, but I do appreciate the lead in because
some funky matches.
I just every time I remember the scene of Bancho being back, I can't handle it, man.
Yeah.
And then such a subtle-ish lead-in to Geo with the ride watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I really can't wait for Geo, if only to get our build epilogue.
Yeah,
and,
for real.
Yeah.
Because they've shown Banjo and Ryuga both. Banjo and Ryuga. Banjo and Kento.
I'm not the only one.
In the first episode for that. So, the ending of this episode kind of felt like, well, what about, Banjo and Sento's story in this world? I mean, I know, I guess it's, over and stuff. But, I'm really glad that, the way they decided to end it was by narrating the beginning of the series. So we just kind of, create this little, ending. A loop to just kind of, wrap it all together.
I wouldn't mind getting stuck in that loop for all eternity.
Oh, man.
Also, I want to point out, I brought these dumb bottles because I thought we were going to shake them in the intro, and that never happened, I'm kind of upset.
We didn't. We got the intro towards the end, yeah. We got it as a... and it was well used right then when they were riding off. That was good.
Yeah.
I couldn't even appreciate it because I was so happy that Banjo was there. My cheeks hurt from smiling this whole time.
Yeah. That was a parallel as well. So,
and then the math is back to destroy the walls because
that was.
It doesn't.
I mean, I know we could.
It doesn't
a lot of it has to do with the vault.
We don't need to talk about the math. You know how it is. It defied the laws of physics. Apparently, remember?
It doesn't make any more sense than it did at the beginning, and I don't even care anymore.
Yeah, me neither. I don't care
anymore. It was
anymore.
My biggest gripe because the math equations triggered me so hard.
And people saw them too. That's the other weird thing.
Yeah,
people were like, "What the heck is this?" They existed.
Yeah. Man,
How'd you guys feel about Evolve in the finale? Because I know, it's pretty much unanimous. Our feelings for Banjo and Sento are just, incredibly positive. Evolve. I personally didn't like it.
I personally didn't care.
Yeah.
Honestly.
No, I'm in the same boat as you, Corey. It didn't matter to me. I just wanted to see what we ended with after he was defeated. You knew it was coming.
And not just that, what he was to Sento is more important than, who he is as a villain to
That's
me.
True.
Because what this show really meant to me was the characters and who they were and how they interacted with each other, and he was the vehicle to make that happen. His greatest triumph in terms of the character for me, he played his part perfectly in putting each of these characters in situations that maximize the emotional potential.
Mm-hmm.
And
like that kind of reminds me of when like Volt kind of first gets defeated by Banjo and Sento, like kind of like around the debut of Cross Magma. Like I feel like what he did to get those characters in that situation, and like even beyond when he was turning into a Volt, and you know like his various forms, like that was probably like the highlight of his character. And I feel like he was already defeated at a certain point, and we're just kind of having an epilogue to all the shenanigans he was doing with Pandora's box rather than evolve himself. So
there were a lot of shenanigans, but I do really like that when we came down to it for the final fight, they did bring up that, you know, I'm the one who created you to be a hero in the first place. You know, I used you to get to where I am. And Banjo was still able to take that and say, you know, I made friends, and I was able to make myself into my own.
Oh, Sento.
Oh, Sento, yeah.
But like, what I feel like was the most powerful part of that scene was Banjo calling back to what he had learned from Sento. Okay, I can't.
Yeah.
The love and El Piso.
No, the part where he where
I'm
Sento
smiling
says,
right now.
Yeah, he's smiling. You can't tell under the mask, but I'm smiling because I get to help people.
What spurred Sento on to continue was, man, I really want to see that face you're making right now.
Yeah. It wrapped it up well. And I gotta say, like, this, imagine the difference it would make if we had, like, comparatively, Zyuohger's villain, which didn't seem to have any kind of, like, connection to the heroes at all, right? That kind of thing. Whereas this one is very integral to the plot. You can't have this plot without Evolt.
Well, you know? Yeah, no, I mean, like, it's weird because his plot is ever-changing. And, like, he's this weird character that is able to be put into any narrative situation you need. You need him to do a switcheroo, he can do it. You need him to do a switcheroo a second time, you can do it. You need
talk about
any number of times. Also, when like in the other universe, Soichi, like regular actual Soichi, just never came back. He was always just in that bed.
Wait, what?
Remember they extracted they extracted Misora's dad, and then he just sort of never showed up again.
Yeah. He's just in comatose.
No,
not anymore because he doesn't exist.
Yeah.
He's I mean, not that version of him.
But, yeah, but I think we're having a movie of this, right? Like an epilogue type of movie.
There's some epilogue movies coming, so.
Oh, that's good. More build is good. I do want to mention that, like, it is kind of bittersweet that Misora didn't get to remember, you know, because she, you know, at the very end, she was holding on to his shirt, and she's like, "You're gonna come back, right?"
Yeah.
Of course you are. We helped, you know, build. We helped build you, or whatever the cheesy line was. But it was still touching, and she let him go, and now he's really gone.
But think about it. Well, one, they're gone. They're straight up gone. And two, technically she's the one that's gone. And two, Sento is sort of the amalgam of the friendships that they all built together. And the fact that he lives on is what makes their memory live on. And what I kind of want to see from Geo is sort of like their actions in the episode or episodes of Geo that they're going to appear in. I want that to be the catalyst for them to like sort of regain a little bit of their memory. You know, like them sort of start to realize, oh, hey, I do actually know you.
Yeah, and I feel like some of that is still there because even in Misora's scene, she's like, "Don't I recognize you from somewhere?" Like, yeah, no, they made like little. Really funny.
Yeah.
Her father's all like, "Oh yeah, you're from that band," and I'm like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, I do
But-
hope that it's more than just that.
Yeah. Also,
yeah, so
oh yeah, go for it.
nah, actually, that's also a point. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. I also appreciate the fact that this show is super standalone. Like, at the end of what is it, Ghost? Was there some sort of tease into the next guy at the end of?
I don't care.
Yeah, I
That
don't
finale
know.
was so
But-
bad. I wouldn't.
Well, I don't know. It's just that like what remnant of the hey we gotta shill the next one was just the ride watch, and that's fine. That's fine, and especially not only is this so standalone, but like that ride watch sort of gets you excited to watch the next episode. Like it feels like hey, it's Kamen Rider the series, not Kamen Rider Build. You know, it's and I want to see. To me, that's a pretty big move in terms of like, hey, we want to turn this into a bigger narrative. But that could be just by virtue of like how good the writers are this season. So who knows what we're going to be running into with Geo. I like.
Yep.
It's very telling that my biggest hopes for Geo is more build.
Yeah, like
it kills me that this is.
I look forward to seeing, especially Rogue, Crocodile and Rogue.
Yeah.
But that's
if he does show up, that is, you know.
Yeah.
Like one of the biggest things that really shined in this series was the amount, like the personalities. Oh,
yeah.
what?
Are we doing a full series, or are
we're
we
not
doing
full
the
series right now? We're just doing episode 49.
Yeah, we gotta.
Yeah.
We will save that for another day, but
for the end of this week, for the end of Toku week, because this is only Toku week day 2. I through my tears, I don't remember what the full schedule is. You'll be getting new Toku week episodes every day this week, alongside releases of our brand new merch. Do you guys have anything else you wanted to say about this episode?
Nope.
I'm good.
All right, cool. Yeah, it was good. Anyways, again, we have a shirt. We shilled it in the watch along, but it's approachable. This is an approachable T-shirt. Michael and I put in some really hard work making this. It's available in the TeePublic. This is our brand new Gentoku translated line. It's where we take his funny shirts and translate them into English. This is our second one. Yesterday was So Bold, and that was on Shoto Showdown, so if you want to look at that, check that out in the video or in the links in the description down below. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us for Build. Thanks for everyone who's joined us on this journey. We've gotten like just an exponentially greater viewer base through watching Build. So I want to thank you, every single one of you, for hopping on with us. And don't forget, there's gonna be more every day this week, because we still have the best match side story. We still have a ton of other Build stuff to get through before we do our full series review. So get excited for that. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Keep it juicy.
See ya.
Later.
We're done.
Build's over.
Ah.
Honestly, I don't have as much faith in Build, or not Build, and Geo.
Zio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, to me, Geo just